back to the channel. Thank you all so much for your continued support. Listen, y'all, I'm actually live at a farmer's market. And I say, you know what? I wanted to come on and say hello, give you all an update on what I was seeing. Listen, how have you been? How have you been? What's going on with you? I hope you're doing well. I hope your family is doing well. Y'all, it's so much going on in the news. It's like, how do you keep up with it all, right? I want you to stay tuned to the channel. I have some information to share, not only in this video, but I also have some updates that are coming up. Y'all, I'm starting to believe. Okay, listen, I'm gonna come a little bit closer, y'all. Listen, I'm starting to believe that there's an attack on chickens. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all why. I'm gonna explain a little bit in this video, and then we'll also be talking about it as well. Hold on, y'all, let me get my order real quick. I'm starting to believe, y'all, there's an attack on chickens. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, thank you so much. Good to see you. Okay, she said bye. Okay, bye. Okay, all right, listen, y'all, again, I'm starting to believe that there is an attack on chicken, or maybe I should say egg laying chickens, right? I first want to talk to you about a story that I read. Actually, the story was out of California News, and it was concerning the California and Mexico border. Listen to this, y'all. Listen to this, y'all. It's really unbelievable. So, you know, egg prices in many areas are continuing to rise. I think we can all agree. Although I'm also starting to believe that, you know, in some places, in some instances, there may be some price gouging. Now, I've been in a couple of different stores, right? And I'll point out Walmart being one of them, where eggs were like $9. But then you have some, you know, local areas, farmers markets, where you can still get a dozen of eggs for less than $5. So I don't know what's going on with that. But listen, y'all, do you know that because of the rising egg prices in areas like California, for example, do you know that people were actually crossing the border going into Mexico buying eggs, right? I want y'all to research this story so you won't think I just made this up, right? People were actually crossing the border, leaving California, crossing the border over into Mexico to buy eggs, right? They were cheaper. Maybe they can get them, you know, for a better price. Maybe they were, I don't know, healthier, whatever you want to say, right? Do you know that as the people were coming back into the U.S., right, from crossing the Mexican border, that the eggs were confiscated? And basically, the people were told that, hey, you cannot bring the eggs into the United States. Now, keep in mind, they went to Mexico to buy the eggs because they were cheaper, right? Do you know they were told by customs, right, that they could not bring the eggs back into the United States due to possible risk exposure, contamination from bird flu? I'm not making this up, y'all. Look up the story, okay? So now at somewhere along the Canadian-Mexican border, right, they just have piles and piles of eggs that they've collected because, again, they're not allowing them to be brought into the U.S. due to risk, contamination, you know, of bird flu, they say. And get this, y'all. So not only do they have piles and piles of eggs stacked up, right, they now say they have to like go through a process of sterilizing the eggs. They can't just throw them out, they say. They have to sterilize them. They have to go through a whole entire process to, I guess, decontaminate them, or what, you know, whatever they call it, sterilize them before discarding them. This is a real thing, y'all. So think about that. Now, I'm not saying that I don't believe that bird flu is a thing. I'm not saying that, you know, there isn't, you know, some concerns there. You know, maybe there certainly should be. But just think about that, y'all. They're not even letting people, and people were saying, you know, hey, we didn't know that this was an illegal thing to do. They're saying that, hey, we didn't know bringing eggs back into the United States was illegal. So what do you all think about that? Now also, and maybe some of you all have seen this as well, I'm also I have also been getting reports where homesteaders, some homesteaders, people who not only grow their own food, but they also raise their own animals, whether, like, for example, chickens for laying eggs. Do you know, let's check out today's egg prices, y'all. Hold on one minute. I'm going to flip the camera around. Now, is someone over here restocking eggs? So I'm going to kind of be quick. I'm just going to show it quickly. You can also pause the video and look at the price. You see here, this one is out of stock. But look, y'all, right here, $3.69 a dozen. This is a cage-free eggs, okay? See, it says Amish Mennonite Family Farms. Look right here, y'all. Look at the price is $3.69 for a dozen. Now, yeah, you could say that's higher, but you know, we can also say that, hey, that's much cheaper. How you doing? Hi. You can also say that's much cheaper than many places, right? So all of these things are leading me to, okay, so let me go back to what I was saying, right, about the some of the people who have chickens. So basically, a story, and I want you to look this up as well. There's a story out there that's saying that there's some homesteaders, farmers, who have chickens that, you know, they have for egg laying. And they noticed, or this one particular lady, I cannot remember her name, but maybe you can find her story. And there may be many, many others, where she switched the feed. She was used to her chickens. I'm bending down to get some cheese, y'all, while I talk. There's this one lady, one story that I was made aware of. This lady, she was used to her chickens producing a certain amount of eggs within a certain period of time, right? Well, guess what, y'all? She ended up, her story was that she ended up switching out the feed of the chickens. And guess what? They were laying less eggs, y'all. So she's thinking that there was something in the feed. And I don't know exactly what brand feed, you know, you'll have to research all of that. But she was thinking that there was something in the feed that was causing the chickens to lay less eggs. Okay, what do y'all think about that? Now that's concerning as well. So you got multiple people, okay, not just one, but you have multiple people saying, hey, you know, there must be something wrong with the feed. Like, I was feeding them this and everything was fine. They were laying the normal amount of eggs. Then all of a sudden the feed was switched and now they're producing less eggs. So, you know, you got that going on. You got the story. Look at the price of meat, y'all. I'm over here in the meat section with the turkey. Hold on, y'all. Let me put an order in. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. So you got all these stories, right? You know, it's something that's not. If you haven't realized by now that, you know, things are not quite right, things are very unusual for the times that we're living in, I don't know what to tell you. Food prices are still increasing, okay? As I keep saying, it doesn't seem like there are any signs. Thank you. It does not seem like there are any signs. Hold on, y'all, just okay. It doesn't seem like meat prices, food prices are going to be slowing down anytime soon. You know, if you, like I just said, you know, if you haven't realized by now, look at the seafood area, y'all. Now, they are starting to put things away, but I don't even think they use this area today. They're even putting less and less food out in the stores. Now, they're, like I said, they're breaking it down, but they didn't even use this side today, okay? Now, over here, you can tell they used it because it's pretty much wet. You can kind of see, I don't know if you can see the water here, like where it's kind of wet. So I just want to remind you all, now this is a pretty large facility where I am. I would frequent here even before the pandemic, so I know what it looked like years ago. And compared to now, and y'all, I keep trying to tell you, okay, less and less food is being put out. It used to be a time where every single day food was being put out. But even some of their baked good items, like look right here, y'all. They used to sell out of bread every day. They make their own fresh bread here, but look at it. They're having to mark down bread 20% off, bro, okay? I don't know. People may not be buying like they usually are. So, again, y'all, this food is being grown and produced today. Look all over here, y'all. Bagels. Some, see how they have some 20% off, 50% off? People just aren't buying, like they normally do. So, it used to be unheard of. Like I said, they would sell out of so many different things. But look, y'all, all over here, 20% off. Anywhere where you see the yellow or orange stickers, see like the yellow sticker, that means it's marked down. So it's very concerning. I don't consider myself to be a negative person or to think negatively, but based on my research and what I'm seeing, especially in a place like this, a large farmers market, where they not only have food that's grown, produced, harvested here in the United States, but also brought in from different parts of the world, is very concerning when you see items in low supply. Okay, y'all, let me go over here real quick. I gotta get something. Give me just a minute, y'all. Okay, y'all, so like I said, all signs are pointing to the fact that excuse me, all signs are pointing to the fact that I don't know, later on this year when we start to see the harvest, we all may be in for a shock. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on the topics that I covered. I will be uploading some videos later on tonight to go into more detail about some things that I mentioned on this live. As always, I want to say thank you all so much for supporting the channel. Stay tuned, y'all. I'm going to be uploading videos and some information on the community tab, okay? Thank you all so much. Y'all take care. Be blessed. Be safe. I hope you and your family are doing well. And thank you all for supporting me here on Andrea Speaks TV.